Hello viewers, welcome back to your online classes. As in our previous set we have completed question 1 and now we will tackle our next question, that is question 2 of exercise 2.2. In this question we have to formulate a polynomial where the sum of zeros and the product of zeros are already given there. Now you are very much aware of this formula which I have written here. The sum of zeros and the product of zeros are already given and you have to find a polynomial, and now you know how to write a polynomial if these two are given. But when I wrote this formula in my last class, there I haven't mentioned this k there. But why I've written k now? That's my mistake. I haven't mentioned there, but because this k is a constant term and you will soon get to know why I have written this k here. Okay, you can write only this much also. Clear? Now let's start. So the next question is, find the quadratic polynomial each with the given numbers as a sum and product of its zeros respectively. Look, sum and product are given. This is, if we look the first part, 1 by 4 and minus 1. This 1 by 4 is sum and minus 1 is product of the zeros. Clear? So sum of the zeros and product of the zeros are given. You have to find the quadratic polynomial. So the sum is given, that is sum of zeros, which is alpha plus beta. It is given 1 by 4, and product of zeros, that is alpha beta, it is given minus 1. Now you know how to find polynomial px, that is k x square minus sum of zeros into x plus product of zeros. Now tell me, here the x square will remain. Alpha plus beta is 1 by 4x plus alpha into beta, and alpha into beta is minus 1. Clear? Now k x square minus 1 by 4x minus 1. Look, now here it is a fraction form. We didn't have to write a equation or a polynomial in a fraction form. So you have to take first LCM. So when we take the LCM, it will be 4. Here 1 denominator, so it will be 4x square minus x minus 4. Clear? Now this is a constant term, this is a constant term. To write it together, k by 4, 4x square minus x minus 4. Look, if k equal to 4, look, k is a constant term which can be any number 1, 2, 3, 4. अब यहाँ पे हमें 4 नहीं चाहिए, 4 को हटाना है, तो k can be a 4. तो when k will be 4, 4 से 4 cancel, and your equation, that polynomial you will be left with is 4x square minus x minus 4. So this is the polynomial you have got. Now move to our next part. This is why I have written k. Look, if these two are the whole numbers, so we didn't have to write k there. K will be 1 itself. You can easily solve कर सकते हैं. But now as the sum is in the fraction form, so we have to take LCM, and for this, to remove this, we have to let k some number. Now the next is sum of the 0 is given root 2. It is a sum, and 1 by 3 is a product of 0. These two you have to write now. I am just writing like this. The sum and product is given. So the polynomial will be k times x square minus alpha plus beta x plus alpha beta. Clear? So k x square minus, what is the sum here? Root 2 x plus alpha product, that is 1 by 3. Now again you have to take LCM. So it will be 3x square minus, now here The denominator is 1. 1 times 3 is 3, and 3 multiplies root 2 will be 3 root 2. X plus 1. Clear? Now take this 2. It will become k by 3. 3x square minus 3 root 2 x plus 1. Now if k equal to 3, then it will be 3 divided 3 will be 1, and you will be left with polynomial px is 3x square minus 3 root 2x plus 1. This will be your polynomial. Now the next is, look, sum is given 0 and product is given root 5. Clear? Now you can see that both the numbers are not in a fraction form, so we didn't have to write this k here. Okay, so px, the polynomial, will be simply x square minus sum of zeros into x plus product of zeros, because the k will be here 1. Now px will be equal to x square minus sum of zeros is 0 into x plus product of 0 is root 5. So polynomial, it will become 0. So you will be left with x square plus root 5. This will be your respective polynomial. So I hope you understood it. Now we will move to next. Look, up to third I have done. Fourth part and sixth part. Both these parts are your homework. You have to do yourself. You can see here the sum is given 1, product is 1. Here the sum is 4 and product is 1. So simply you have to use this formula. Now I am going to solve part 5th. Okay. Now the 5th part is, this is sum, product. Clear? Now you know the formula. I am directly putting it. Px will be equal to k times x square minus sum of the zeros, that is minus 1 by 4 into x plus product of the zeros, that is 1 by 4. Now you can see we have to take LCM, which will be 4. Here it is 1, to 4x square minus minus plus x plus 1. 4 will move to that side. If k will be what? 4, then our polynomial will be 4x square plus x plus 1. Clear? This will be the polynomial. Now we are going to yet another very important topic, that is division algorithm for polynomial. Look, algorithm means there will be a proper steps to solve that question. So first of all, you have to arrange the terms of the dividend and divisors in the decreasing order of their degree. First of all, you have to check either the dividend or the divisor of that division are in a decreasing order of their degree or not. First cube, then square, then linear, like this. Clear? Now, you know, when you divide, there is one dividend, one divisor, one quotient, and you got quotient and remainder. Now, as we are talking about polynomial, so you all know that polynomial are either in the form of any variable, x, y, z, t, whatever. So we are basically assuming that let our polynomial be in a variable x. So we are letting, these are the notation. Clear? You have to write in this form now. So our divisor will be indicated as gx, polynomial of variable x. Dividend as px, quotient and remainder you will get qx and rx. Now you all know that dividend is always equal to divisor multiply quotient plus remainder. This you already have done. Clear? Now What is division algorithm for polynomial? If somebody asks you to state this division algorithm for polynomial, you have to write this much. Clear? So if px and gx are any two polynomial, these two will be given, divisor and dividend. With gx not equal to 0, obviously जो भी divide करता है that can't be 0. Denominator can't be 0. If this is px and this is gx, so this gx can't be 0. Clear? Then we can find a polynomial. Obviously when we will divide this px, you will get one quotient and remainder, that is qx and rx, such that you can write these polynomial in this form. Look, px will be equal to gx multiply qx plus rx. And you know there is a condition for r. If we talk about the Euclid division lemma, if you know, there the r should be greater than equal to 0 and less than b. So here rx either will be 0 or will be less than the degree of rx. Here the condition is very important. Degree of rx should be less than degree of gx. Here the b is gx. Clear? So the degree of rx should be less than degree of gx. So this is known as division algorithm for polynomial. Clear?